Life is a constant striving, an endless desire that can never be fully satisfied. The greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. All truth passes through three stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as self evident. Man can do what he wills, but he cannot will what he wills. Happiness is an illusion, suffering is the reality of life. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. Genius hits a target no one else can see, others hits a target no one else can hit. Every man takes the limit of his field of vision for the limit of the world. The wise man does not run after happiness, he grows it under his feet. Compassion is the basis of morality. Life is a business that does not cover the cost. Change alone is eternal, perpetual, immortal. Most people write so they can remember things. I write to forget. Every miserable fool who has nothing at all of which he can be proud adopts as a last resource pride in the notion to which he belongs. He is ready and happy to defend all its faults and follies to the nail, thus reimbursing himself for his own inferiority. Great minds are related to the brief span of time during which they live as great building to a retro square in which they stand. You cannot see them in all their magnitude because you are standing too close to them. Reading is a mere surrogate for thinking for yourself. It means letting someone else direct your thoughts. Hope is a confusion of the desire for a thing with its probability. We forfeit three-fourths of ourselves to be like other people. It is with Treforce and when he is off guard that a man best reveals his character. The two enemies of human happiness are pain and boredom. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he doesn't love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. The first 40 years of life furnish the text, while the remaining 30 supplies the commentary. Silence is the element in which great things fashion themselves together, that at length they may emerge, full formed and majestic, into the daylight of life, which they are thenceforth to rule. Sleep is the interest we have to pay on the capital which is called in at death, and the higher the rate of interest and the more regularly it is paid, the further the date of redemption is postponed. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. Almost all of our sorrows springs out of our relationship with other people. A sense of humor is just common sense dancing. Money is human happiness in the abstract. He then who is no longer capable of enjoying human happiness in the concrete devotes himself utterly to money. The doctor sees all the weakness of mankind, the lawyer all the wickedness, the theologian all the stupidity. A man can do what he wants, but not want what he wants. To free a man from error is to give, not to take away. Knowledge that a thing is false is a truth. Error always does harm. Sooner or later, it will bring mischief to the man who harbors it. There is no absurdity so palpable but that it may be firmly planted in human head if you only begin to inculcate it before the age of 5 by constantly repeating it with an air of great solemnity. Man is the only animal that laughs and weeps, for he is the only animal that is struck with the difference between what things are and what they ought to be. We should consider every day lost on which we have not danced at least once. As far as men go, it is not what they are that interests me, but what they can become. The better a man knows himself, the more he will feel what is peculiar to him. People of genius, it's true, do not excel in any profession because they work in it. They work in it because they excel. Music is the melody whose text is in the world.